So irreconcilable differences. What is irreconcilable differences? In this video, I'm going to be explaining what is irreconcilable differences by using the example of Miss Tina Knowles, who recently filed for divorce from her husband, Mr. Richard Lawson. Now, they're in the state of California. Here in Maryland, we do not yet have a ground for irreconcilable differences. However, effective October 1st, 2023, we will have a ground for irreconcilable differences, but the statute does not explicitly detail and explain what is irreconcilable differences. And so this is a very, very timely video because I actually just had a potential consultation, not a potential consultation. I had a consultation with a potential client just a few days ago, and she was calling to inquire about reconcilable differences, and she was explaining to me her situation, and she was wondering if it would rise to irreconcilable differences. And what I explained to her is that the law that will take effect on October 1st does not explicitly detail what irreconcilable differences is. The court will rely on the facts that is asserted in the complaint. And so just for my own personal knowledge and understanding so that I can better serve my own clients, I said, well, let me go and see what some articles or some research from other jurisdictions that give some helpful guidance to explain what irreconcilable differences is. And so in this video, I'm just going to talk about a few things that the courts will typically look at to see whether or not there are irreconcilable differences between the parties. And so without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into this list. Don't want to make this video too long for you so that we can wrap this video up and you can get back to your regular scheduled program. Okay, so number one, finances. If the parties have such a disagreement when it comes to the area of finances, you can't agree on anything. You can't agree on what the monthly budget should be. You can't agree if you should tithe and do your tithes and offerings. You can't agree if you want to pay off the credit card debt first or if you want to pay off the student loan debt first. One person may be a spender, the other person may be a saver. You just have no agreement when it comes to the area of finances. If you find yourself in that situation, I would say that's something where you could say that you have irreconcilable differences, okay? Number two, parenting. This is a big one. Let's say, for example, you want to homeschool the children. The other parent wants the children to go to private school. Let's say you want to teach the child more of a Christian instruction. The other parent says, no, I don't want my child to learn about that. You want to discipline your child in a certain way. The other parent says, no, I don't believe in discipline. I was disciplined, with using physical, corporal punishment growing up. I don't believe that's best for the children. If you find yourself having such huge disagreements in the area of parenting, you may be on your road to irreconcilable differences. Number three, religion. So I just briefly mentioned how one parent may want to raise a child with Christian instruction. So this is a good segue to religion. So let's say you are a Christian, the other person is an atheist, the other person may have a different religious belief or spiritual practice than you. That is a huge one. I'm telling you, that is a huge one. Even in the Bible, in Amos, I believe it's Amos 3:3, it says, how can two walk together unless they agree? If you can't agree when it comes to the religion, the faith that you have, that is a huge one. And I just see it a lot just in my practice as a family law attorney. So you may find yourself on the road to filing for divorce based on irreconcilable differences. Number four, extended family relationships. This is another huge one. Let's say you don't want the in-laws around. You don't want to go to the in-laws' house for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. One parent may have a parent that's getting older and may need to move into the home, and you have a disagreement about that. You disagree with how often you should visit other relatives or the amount of communication that should happen between relatives. And if you find yourself having disagreements about that all the time, again, you may find yourself on the road to filing for divorce based on reconcilable differences. And number five, last but not least, communication. This is huge. We know that communication is so vital for a relationship. And so if you find that it's hard to communicate with your partner, that you have different communication styles and you're not willing to learn that other person's communication style, and you're in a situation where every time a disagreement arises, that person shuts down, that person stonewalls you for days at a time. It's hard to get through that person. You recommend going to counseling, they shoot that down. You just seem like you can't get through. You feel like you're talking to a brick wall. It's going to be difficult to resolve any disagreement if you don't have communication, because communication is essential. Healthy conflict resolution is essential to working through any issue that you have in your marriage. And so I would say these are 5 things that the courts would look at to consider whether or not that there are reconcilable differences. And again, then this is not outlined in the statute. And I hear here in the state of Maryland is where I practice family law. And I was actually looking at the the law for California, and it does recognize irreconcilable differences, which makes sense. That's where Tina knows live. And so, but again, this could be some guidance. This could be something that you could just think about if you're just at home wondering, well, am I experiencing irreconcilable differences? This video just serves as some guidance to help you to really unpack some of those thoughts that you may be having as it relates to what you're experiencing in your marriage. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. If you like watching this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. If you found value in this video, please also let me know by hitting the like button, and comment down below if you would like to see me talk more about just different celebrity like divorces and teach lessons from them. I try to stay away from like celebrity news because I don't know, I just didn't want to do that. But from talking to my mentor, he made a good point. He said, well, Nashia, you're knowledgeable about this. You need to teach people, you need to educate people, because there are people who don't have the credentials, who don't have the education, who don't have the skills just talking about this stuff, and they're just giving bad information. But you being a family law attorney, so you should get on there and educate people. So you know what? I said, okay, let me give this a try. So if you found value in this video, hit me know by liking the video. And if you want to see me talk more about just celebrity divorces and giving my thoughts about it, my just, I guess, commentary on it, like what I think a court would do in that particular situation, please let me know by leaving me a comment down below. Until next time, be blessed, stay blessed, same thing. I just like to say it twice, and I'll see you all soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.